Good morning everyone and welcome to our video. Today we will be introducing you about our topic, which is how magnesium treats depression. So my name is Lee Hong and this is my teammate Sai and this is my teammate Shi Jie.
Depression is definitely an issue that cannot be underestimated, especially for its consequences. Today, depression is the leading cause of death in teenagers. Depression leads to increased drug consumption and increases the rate of suicide. Teenagers are the future of our society, and we cannot let them suffer because of depression. Teenagers generally go through puberty at this stage of their lives, and puberty lets them feel more complex emotions. This results in teenagers being more emotional, as they have not yet developed the mental capacity to deal with these complex emotions. Teenagers also have other responsibilities, like taking care of their siblings and maintaining the relationships they have with their friends. Teenagers are the future of our society, and something must be done before the amount of teenagers suffering from depression increases.
The solution will be to encourage teenagers to consume more berries which are rich in magnesium, as berries are generally cheaper in price and most teenagers usually eat berries in their everyday life. Thus, magnesium will be a good food supplement that contains magnesium, as most teenagers do not mind eating berries. There have been many studies which indicate that magnesium has the potential to improve the mood in people who suffer from depression by replicating the antidepressant properties. Magnesium also improves the brain function and the mood. Magnesium also links with low depression rates.
We will now explain our titration process, which we will use to calculate which berry has the most amount of magnesium. Firstly, we wash, rinse and dry all the instruments with deionized water to prevent contamination to better improve the reliability of our experiment. We can now begin the titration. Then we'll have to pour the diluted EDTA solution into the burette until it reaches the zero marking on the burette. We will then begin the titration by adding the titrator into the sample solution in the conical flask at a drop-wise rate, which constantly swirling the sample solution in the conical flask. We then observe the color of the sample solution in the conical flask, and when the color starts to change from wine red to blue, we will stop the titration, as the end point has been reached.
After that, we will then record the volume of the diluted EDTA solution that is still in the burette and subtract it from the initial volume of the diluted EDTA solution that was in the burette at the start of the titration. We will then record the answer on a piece of paper and label it accordingly. We will then calculate the amount of magnesium using our results. The procedure for each berry will be repeated 4 times, and thus there will be a total of 16 experiments that should be conducted with 4 for each specific berry. All the results for the berries will then be collected and tabulated to see which berry contains the highest amount of magnesium in 100 grams of the berry.
We are going to create a video of the experiment, recording our entire experimental process. We will then upload it on Instagram. This is mainly because most teenagers use Instagram and our targeted audience are teenagers, as teenagers are the group of people who will be most afflicted by depression. An e-poster will then be created regarding the information about the berry with the highest concentration / amount of magnesium and its health benefits when it comes to dealing with depression, while as advocating for the inclusion of said berry with accessibility and the fact that they are one of the most magnesium-rich foods.
This will convince people and teenagers to include more of that berry into their diet, as they would want to take advantage of the benefits of magnesium, and now they know which berry has the most magnesium due to our research and the results and information we include on our poster. The research should be feasible as long as nothing wrong happens with the experiment. All the instruments that we are using to conduct the titration experiment will be provided in the lab. The berries, buffer solution and EDTA solution will be ordered online. We have also done prior lab experiments, so we know all the safety procedures and the processes of experimentation. However, as we do not have prior experience conducting titration experiments, we will have a science teacher supervising us. Moreover, the budget is under $100 and it will not be cost heavy on us.
We really want to help teenagers and reduce the number of teenagers who are getting depression. We ourselves are teenagers too, and we ourselves also experience and understand the stress that most teenagers face at this age. This would definitely be a meaningful research and would be of great help to the teenagers. So please help us. Thank you.